This file was not meant to remain open, and yet it found you. You are now entering a recorded field transmission from the Department of Lost Places. This is archive entry 003. The subject of this record is known as the station where goodbyes wait. The station has never appeared on any railway timetable. No tickets have been issued. No official route has ever included it. And yet, reports of its existence have emerged from every corner of the archive. Travellers, surveyors, cartographers, dreamers, each describing a station that seems to exist somewhere beyond ordinary departure. A place encountered only during moments of transition, a place reached when one chapter has ended but the next has not yet begun. The earliest record originates from an anonymous observer whose account was discovered amongst a collection of misplaced documents. The observer described boarding a familiar train late one evening. The destination was known. The route was ordinary. Nothing appeared unusual. Then, sometime after midnight, the train stopped at a station that should not have existed. No announcement was made. No destination sign was visible. The platform appeared almost entirely empty. And yet every passenger seemed to recognize it immediately. Not consciously, but in the way one recognizes a forgotten song after hearing only a few notes. The observers stepped onto the platform. The train doors closed behind them. When they turned to look back, the train had already departed. No sound of movement, no fading lights, simply gone, leaving only silence and the station. Department records consistently describe the station as unusually calm, not abandoned, not busy, merely waiting, as though all activity occurs just beyond the edge of observation. The architecture varies slightly between accounts. Different materials, different layouts, different clocks. Yet certain features remain constant. There is always a single platform, a single track, and a single clock suspended above the station entrance. The clock functions normally, at least initially. Its hands move, seconds pass, minutes accumulate. Yet prolonged observation reveals an anomaly. The clock never reaches the next hour. It approaches, draws closer, then somehow remains moments away. The station appears suspended within a perpetual almost. Surveyor accounts frequently mention the quality of light. The sky cannot be accurately classified. It is not morning, not evening, not night. The horizon carries the colour of a farewell that has not yet been spoken. Soft gold, faded blue, the final traces of a day reluctant to disappear. The platform itself contains numerous benches. Visitors often discover that they are not alone. Others are present, sitting quietly, watching the tracks, reading, thinking, remembering. Yet conversation is uncommon, not because it is forbidden, but because it rarely feels necessary. Everyone appears to understand why they are there. No names are exchanged. No introductions are required. The station possesses an unusual atmosphere of mutual recognition, a shared understanding that everyone is waiting for something, or perhaps leaving something behind. At the far end of the platform stands a small waiting room. This structure appears in every documented encounter. Its interior contains little more than wooden chairs, warm lighting, and shelves lined with unclaimed luggage. The luggage itself has become a significant focus of department research. No two cases are identical, different sizes, different ages, different designs, yet every visitor who enters the waiting room experiences the same peculiar sensation, the certainty that one of the cases belongs to them. Upon inspection, however, no identifying information can be found. No labels, no tickets, no ownership records, only the persistent feeling of familiarity. Several surveyors have reported opening a case. The contents differ dramatically. A photograph never taken, a conversation never finished, a farewell never spoken, a letter never sent, a question never asked. Each item appears connected to a departure that remains unresolved. The department currently believes the luggage serves as a form of emotional archive, a repository for things people intended to carry forward but accidentally left behind. Perhaps the most unusual feature of the station is the arrival board. Located above the waiting room entrance, it displays no destinations. Instead, visitors report seeing phrases, brief entries, single lines, each different, each deeply personal. Examples recovered from the department records include: the day you finally let go, the road you have not yet taken, the conversation waiting beyond fear, the version of yourself still arriving. No explanation has ever been provided. The board simply displays its message, then returns to blankness. Beyond the platform lies an area known informally among the surveyors as the departure garden. The origin of this name remains uncertain. No official designation exists, yet it appears repeatedly throughout witness accounts. The garden occupies a quiet space beyond the station fence. Wildflowers grow between old stone pathways. Lanterns hang from trees that seem older than the station itself. Small streams cross the landscape without visible source or destination. The entire area feels removed from urgency, protected from deadlines, sheltered from endings. Visitors frequently spend extended periods here. Some describe remembering events they had forgotten. Others describe understanding events they had never fully understood. The garden appears to encourage reflection, not through force, through permission. One surveyor recorded an encounter with a gardener. The figure was elderly, though descriptions vary. Some report a young woman, others a middle-aged man. A few insist no person was present at all, only evidence that somebody had recently been tending the flowers. Regardless of appearance, all accounts agree upon a single statement. The gardener always offers the same observation. Nothing leaves here unfinished, only delayed. The meaning remains uncertain, yet the phrase has become closely associated with the station. As with many locations documented by the department, time behaves unusually. Visitors often believe they have remained at the station for hours, sometimes days, yet upon returning only a short period has passed. Occasionally the reverse occurs. Minutes become years of reflection. A brief pause become a profound journey. Perhaps this is because the station does not operate according to ordinary time. It operates according to readiness. The most significant event within every recorded encounter is the arrival of the train. Eventually it appears, always from the same direction, always emerging from a distant curve in the tracks, always arriving silently. Descriptions vary considerably. Some trains appear modern, others antique. A few seem impossible to classify, yet all inspire the same response: recognition, not of the train itself, but of the moment. Passengers understand instinctively that this train is theirs, not because it belongs to them, because they are finally prepared to board it. No conductor has ever been observed, no destination has ever been announced, and no visitor has successfully remained behind once the train arrives. The station itself seems to understand when waiting is complete. Those who board report little of the journey that follows. Most memories become indistinct, like dreams fading at sunrise, yet nearly every account includes the same final impression: a feeling of lightness, not because something has been lost, but because something has been released. The department therefore proposes the following theory. The station where goodbyes wait is not a place of endings. It is a place of preparation, a threshold between holding on and moving forward, a sanctuary where departures gather themselves before becoming part of the past. The station does not ask visitors to forget. It asks only that they continue. The department classifies the station where goodbyes wait as type, transitional threshold site, temporal relay station, departure archive, access level unpredictable, most commonly encountered during periods of significant personal change. Final note from the archivist. There are goodbyes that arrive suddenly. There are goodbyes that take years, and there are goodbyes that linger quietly beside us, waiting until we are ready to carry them differently. Perhaps that is why the station exists. Not to separate people from what has been, but to remind them that every journey requires a departure, and every departure eventually becomes a road. This concludes archive entry 003. The record is sealed. The platform remains occupied. The next train is approaching. End transmission.